What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Zero Lab. Today we're taking a look at another TCG Pocket deck, and this is a fun new deck that I think could do pretty well. It's a Exeggutor EX deck with a 2/2/2 Greninja line in here, and then a Mew EX to just copy some bigger attacks from our opponents. I think this deck can be really strong. Exeggutor EX is a really strong just economic attacker. 1 energy can do 80 when you flip heads, and then supplementing that damage output with the water shurikens from Greninjas and having a Mew EX to clean up bigger threats like Mewtwo EX and Charizard EX I think can be really strong. Right now I'm just playing grass energy in here, so we're not going to be using Mist Slash, but we can attack with the Frogadier and Froakie. Could be an argument to put the water energy into our energy zone, but don't want to whiff that tropical swing attack by having water energy be the only, like, the first energy in our energy zone when we want to be using tropical swing for turn. So for now we're just sticking with grass energy. So 2/2 Exeggutor EX line, a 2/2/2 Greninja line, 1 Mew EX, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Research, 2 Erica, a Sabrina, and 2 Leaf. So I think this deck can be really cool. We're going to jump into a few games here in the event matches, trying to finish up this emblem event, see if we can't get a few more wins with this deck. Yeah, and I think this could be a really good and really fun deck. Mostly cards from the previous set, Mew EX and Leaf, are the new cards in here. We are going first, which is good because we have the Exeggutor for turn 2. We are going up against a fire deck, so that could be a little bit tough depending on what it is. A slower fire deck like Charizard could be alright. Faster fire deck like the Ninetales could be a problem. Looks like it's probably Charizard or Arcanine, though, with this Moltres start. Starting off here, we'll Pokeball. Get our Mew EX. I am actually going to immediately bench that. That's going to be the next thing that we want to power up after our Execute. And we'll end the turn there. So next turn we'll be attacking with Exeggutor, and then from there we'll power up our Mew EX to one-shot a Charizard, if that's what we're playing against. It's not what we're playing against. Still pretty good attacker into things like Arcanine. Top deck of Frogadier would be really sick since we've got the Greninja in hand. I'd also take a Research, just continue drawing through our deck. Pokeball coming down from our opponent finds them another Moltres EX. Red card. Ooh, our hand was pretty good having that Exeggutor EX, but maybe we can find it again. Frogadier, Erica, Leaf. Okay, significantly worse hand, sadly. All right, depending on our top deck, we'll figure out what to do, but we might just start attaching to Mew. Double Tails is nice on that Inferno Dance. That helps us out. I think we're just going to attach to Mew. I don't think the Seed Bomb matters much right now. There's no point to attack with Execute until we have the Exeggutor. Attach for turn onto Moltres. That red card really stinks. A lot of people not playing red card these days. Didn't really expect that, to be honest with you. But that was really unfortunate for us. Triple Tails, very helpful for us here. They will be able to Heat Blast next turn. We do get the Greninja now, though. That's nice. We'll just keep attaching to the Mew, and then we're going to Water Shuriken the active Moltres. And we'll end the turn there. We're just going to have to sacrifice the Execute, sadly. There's a Growlithe coming down now. Yeah, that red card really put us in a tough spot. We'll see if they do choose to Heat Blast here. It looks like they will. I think that's probably a mistake for them. That means they're not going to get a lot of energy in play. They probably need to Inferno Dance again, and if they do Inferno Dance again and we top deck Execute or Exeggutor EX, then we're in a good spot. They do choose to Heat Blast here. I think that's probably a mistake on their part. Obviously, take the prize, why not? But now they have a limited amount of energy in play. Sadly, we are top decking nothing good. Genome hacking. Use a Heat Blast here. We're 2-shotting the Moltres, but getting 2-shot ourselves by the Moltres. Yeah, our whole plan of setting up behind an Exeggutor EX was foiled this game. We have a lot of good cards in deck that we're not drawing into, so that's unfortunate. We had a much better start with the prior hand. We'll see what our opponent chooses to do here. If they Heat Blast, but with that attached to Growlithe, it's kind of weird. Sabrina bringing up our Greninja. Alright, they are going to Inferno Dance here. Let's hope for another Triple Tails. Alright, one heads is also fine. That does mean that their Arcanine is fully powered up, and if they can combine that with the Giovanni, they can one-shot our Mew. But they choose to put that on the Moltres. Alright, we're going to attach for turn here. Leaf. Water Shuriken going to come down onto the benched Moltres again. And then Genome hacking for the knockout here. Alright, so we just need like a Sabrina. Well, no, Sabrina doesn't do it because copying the Growlithe attack isn't very good. But a Heat Blast here, double Heat Blast would be rough for us. Do have the potion coming down. Sadly, our Erica cannot heal our Mew. But I think we probably just retreat into the Greninja and hope they don't have another Sabrina. They do have the double potion. Oh, they're Inferno Dancing instead of Heat Blasting? That's interesting. They do get one heads. All right, we just have to genome hacking. Hope they don't have like a way to KO our Mew. I think Arcanine EX plus Giovanni could do it. I think that's the math. I think Arcanine does 120. I mean, I think they just win if they had Heat Blasted us next turn or last turn. So that was weird, but we'll take the dub. Mew EX turned out to be the MVP there, only because we couldn't ever find our Exeggutor EX when we had an Execute out. We're going to go into game 2. Hopefully it goes a little more smoothly than that one. Those were some weird draws in that game. Never played a research all game. That's never good. So, yeah, that's the key to drawing well in Pocket is just play research. All right, going into a game 2. Tails, that means we're going second. Going up against a fighting deck, we have the whole Greninja line in hand, plus a Pokeball. Hopefully that finds us an Execute, and then hopefully Exeggutor soon after. This is probably that Golem deck with the Marshadow and Druddigons. They got the Hitmonlee as well coming down. Got a research here. Pokeball first. Got the Execute. Research finds Mew and Exeggutor. That's great. I think we will actually bench the Mew. No. Attach for turn onto the Execute. Then end our turn there. Back to us. Evolve into Frogadier. Evolve there. Attach, retreat into Exeggutor EX. And Tropical Swing aheads will get us our first KO. Tails. It's only doing 40. That's fine. And finish that off with Moonlight Shurikens if they do like retreat it to go into something else. There's the Druddigon. Attach for turn onto Geodude. Alright, and here's Greninja. Attach for turn onto Mew EX. And then we're going to Water Shuriken the Druddigon. And we'll take the knockout here on the Marshadow. Now heads. One shots the Druddigon with that Water Shuriken. Question is, do we Water Shuriken the Druddigon this turn? So if we don't flip heads, then on the following turn our Water Shuriken knocks it out. But there's just the concession from our opponent. Couldn't quite get there. We had a good start that game, and we were going to hit weakness on their Golem if they ever got it out. So that was going to put us in a good spot. Going up to 40 wins here. 5 left in the Emblem event. We're going to jump into a game 3 with this deck. See how we can do. Tails going second again. We're going up against a water deck. Start the Execute. Alright. I have no idea what the Toedscruel does, to be honest with you. So we will see. Research top deck is great for us. Alright, Froakie. Another Execute. That's fine. We're going to bench Mew. And we'll just Seed Bomb. Start powering up the Mew. We'll see if there ends up being anything that's great to genome hacking against, but hopefully we just top deck Exeggutor EX and don't have to worry too much about it. Toedscruel come down. Poison Tentacles does 50 plus poison. Alright. Pokeball will find us our first Froakie. Sadly, we are going to get KO'd here by the Tentacruel. Did I say Toedscruel? Tentacruel. Toedscruel's the Paldean form. So Poison Tentacle is going to knock out our Execute. All right, we're just going to send up the Execute. We have Leaf to retreat, but if we top deck Exeggutor, that's fine. Unfortunately, we do not. Not sure what to do here. May just have to go into the Mew. That stinks. Yeah, not sure about that, but Greninja plus Genome Hacking gets the knockout next turn. See what they do here. Sabrina. I mean, I think we just have to give them the Execute. If we don't have a way to retreat out of the Frogadier, we're like screwed. But then we give them another prize card. But now we take the KO. On their only attacker currently. There's the Exeggutor. Then Genome Hacking gets us the knockout. We'll see if we're able to do enough from here. Would have been sick to have double Greninja up. Get rid of that Helix Fossil. See what they do. This game could come down to setting up double Moonlight Shuriken, honestly. Gonna Water Shuriken the Tentacool. I wish I knew what the Almanite does. There's another Helix Fossil coming down. All right, we have double double Water Shuriken next turn. So we're gonna Water Shuriken that Helix Fossil, and then Genome Hacking for the knock. I hope they can't do 90. Really, that's what it comes down to. Otherwise, we probably win. I don't think the Almanite can do 90. Maybe the Omastar, but they have not found their Almanite yet. Probably just going to be a concession here. All right, discarding that one, but we got the double Water Shuriken to knock out this Helix Fossil. Obviously, no attack for us to copy on the Helix Fossil. So with that play, they're just hoping that we don't have the double Water Shuriken, but we do. And that is a double Water Shuriken for game, and there's the concession. So I think this is a really fun deck. We had a tough time finding our Exeggutor EXs in a couple of those games, so that was weird, but we actually still managed to eke out a win there when we weren't attacking with our Exeggutor EX. So I think this is a really cool deck. I think managing that damage with the Water Shurikens plus the 80 or 40 damage you can do with the Exeggutors is really, really cool. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.